Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adair and I'm 23 years old and this is my life. Before I get into why I'm starting a channel, which is I'm sure why all of you guys are here in the first place, but I'm just going to share a little bit about myself so you kind of know what you're going to get yourself into with watching my channel. I'm currently a nursing student. I'm in my second to last semester, so I have one more semester. I'll be graduating in May, and I cannot wait to be a RN and working in the hospital as a real nurse very soon within the next year. I also rode D1 for 4 years as a recruited athlete. This was an incredible experience. I'm so lucky, but also I'm so glad that I'm not putting my body through that anymore, but I think it really taught me a lot of things about discipline and hard work and time management by being a student athlete. I also love hiking, reading, journaling, swimming, literally just documenting my life in general. I love being able to look back at all the little moments that I might have forgotten, the big moments that I will literally never forget. I just thought, what better way to kick off having a channel than explaining why I'm on here in the first place. Now here is why I'm starting a channel. I literally love creating anything. I love video, I love photo, artwork. Like, I'm not super talented in drawing and all that stuff, but I love scrapbooking and journaling. I've been journaling since I was in 6th grade. I literally kept a journal every single day, and it's so cool to be able to look back on those journals and really see what I was going through, even if I can look back at photos, but actually looking and reading at the journal, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, that's what I was actually thinking. As a kid, I was that kid that absolutely just loved iMovie. I'm sure everyone had an iMovie phase, but I literally was obsessed. When my friends and I would have play dates, it would be a film production experience while they were at my house. There were certain friends that I did more video stuff with, but for the most part that was my favorite activity. You'll also notice that I forced my sister to literally be the model for pretty much every concept that I had in my mind. Oh, I also think it's important to mention that I was so into filmmaking and I created so many different little trailers and skits that I literally had a production company name. I had a film production company called Whoopsie Films that goes into deep lore about an ongoing TV show that me and my friend had created called Uh-Oh Adair. And I also add the Uh-Oh Adair title sequence because I literally was so obsessed with filmmaking that I literally made a title sequence for a TV show that we maybe filmed one episode of. But it was this whole thing, and the characters had backstories and names, and there were multiple characters, and we even made a movie too. Before I get into that a little bit more, let's just cue the iMovie films that I was working on with my friends back in the day.
Everything changes every which way. You got me, and if I hide myself,
like I was saying before, I also was constantly forcing my sister to be interviewed for different concepts. I would force her to sing. I say force, I was not forcing her, she wanted to, but I would place her and be you stand here and I'm gonna film this and get this shot and whatever, and I was just constantly videoing my life. I literally was a vlogger before vlogging was even a thing. When I got an iPod Touch for Christmas in 2011, maybe 2010, I literally would force my sister to film videos of me. I was literally filming this is what I got for Christmas hauls. When I was 8 years old, literally filming what I got for Christmas hauls, posting this nowhere. I have no idea what the thought of this was and why I wanted to film it, but I was literally an OG vlogger before it was even a thing.
Hello! This morning we got lots of presents. I've got this from Are you still getting me? Got some more pencil crayons. A book from Santa, I think. Got this from Esme, my sister. Still getting it. Got Lainey's, some Lainey's things. I got a letter. I think that's about it.
But apart from video, I also loved photography. I got a digital camera when I was in elementary school, and I literally would take that thing everywhere. I would take it on school trips. I would take it literally whatever we were doing, and I would just photograph the most random things. So I have so many SD cards with like the most random videos, random different point of views of me and my friends in elementary school. Unfortunately, like, I never did anything with this passion, and I so wish I had at the time, because it was just such a big part of who I was then, and it still is now, and I just wish I had jumped on that passion earlier. After elementary school, I went to middle school. Obviously that's how that works, and in middle school I would do photography club. I joined journalism, so I would take photos for different news articles that we would do at the school. And then going into high school, I decided to join yearbook, and yearbook I feel like was like one of the first like times that I felt like I was in control of this creative process that I had inside my brain. With yearbook, I became the editor-in-chief of our yearbook my senior year, and just got to like run the creative process. I got to take so many photos. I got to do a lot of different designs. I got to decide like what the theme was of the book. And I feel like that was just like something that a lot of people don't know about me, but it just like makes so much sense that that's like what I was doing at the time. Like, I think we need to go back to the concept about me literally being a vlogger before vlogging was a thing. Like, with my iPod Touch, I was vlogging like what we were doing on our family vacation. I was giving like house tours and different things, because literally I don't think people understand. When I look back on who I was as a child, I don't know how I didn't start a YouTube channel until now at age 23. Like, I literally was destined to be a YouTuber. That's literally what my sister said.
So, we are just having a little bit of downtime. Esme here is watching a show on Treehouse. Say hi, Esme. Say hi. Hi, I love you. Let's go see what the other guys are doing. What are you doing, Mommy?
I'm looking at my royal wedding book from many years ago.
The bus ride.
So don't ask me why I didn't start a channel when I just so clearly loved vlogging and documenting my life through video. I don't know why. Once I got to high school, that was like the first time I ever really thought about YouTube or like knew what it was. And I think that's because I started watching YouTube then. In high school, when I first started watching YouTube, I was watching like Hannah Maloche, Ellie Thurman, Ava Jules, like Emma Chamberlain, and I think I really resonated with like watching this content because these girls were like only really 1 to 2 years older than me. And I feel like everyone who starts a YouTube channel has like some sort of like bullying origin story, and unfortunately like I do have that origin story. Middle school and high school were like really challenging for me friend wise. Now it's not to say that I like didn't have friends, but I had a lot of friends outside of school, like through sports and clubs and different things I was doing, but like at school I felt like I didn't really fit in with people, and like people didn't really understand me, and I just felt like people thought I was weird. And like maybe I was, but like that's fine, that's whatever. Like I was just like being me, and like I wasn't just like conforming to like whatever you're supposed to conform to when you're in middle school, and just like everyone's copy and paste being exactly the same person. And so I think that's why it was so hard for me, because I struggled to fit in. It's just like you want to like act like everyone else and do what everyone else is doing, and I feel like I wasn't doing that for the longest time, up until probably like 8th grade when I decided I was like, you know what, I'll just wear the Aviva leggings, I'll wear Brandy Melville, and I'll be like everyone else. I feel like I just like dealt with like being excluded and judged a lot at school, which is not something I'd ever really dealt with in other parts of my life. That's why I would escape to watching like YouTube videos, because I felt like I like had these friends that were also in high school, and so I just like felt like I had like someone else that was also like kind of doing the same thing as me. I was like watching their videos, I like was like, oh my gosh, like it'd be so fun to create a channel, because I so badly wanted to create a community that I could have for myself, but also for other people that were dealing with the same thing as me, because while I was dealing with this like exclusion and all that stuff, I felt like I was the only one. I felt like I was the only one that like dealt with like mean girls and all that stuff. But in reality, a lot of people deal with that. And I was like, you know, like I should create a community for people that are dealing with this struggle as well and like have an outlet. But I think I never did it because I was worried about being judged more harshly than I already was. And I look back and I just wish so badly that I had started the channel and created a community for people like me that were struggling with things. You know, over like the last few years, I feel like I've just like cared less about like what people like think of me when I post, because like in the grand scheme of things, like posting is like for me. Like I such a nostalgic person. Like I love looking back and like looking at my Snapchat memories and like looking at like my old Instagram posts and just like the different old TikToks that I've made because like I'm able to like literally watch myself grow up. And it kind of goes back to like the journals. Like it's basically like a video journal. So it's like, yeah, I can read this in my journal. I think that's still so important, but being able to like literally see what I looked like and how I talked and who I surrounded myself with like at that time is just so special that I want to be able to look back on all these videos that I make. I want also for people to watch me and like get something out of it. I want people to like feel like they have a friend when they feel like they may not have a friend, because I know what it feels like. And so that's just so badly what I want to do with this channel. I just want to create a community of people. Now I've like also started posting more on like TikTok, which has like been really fun because I feel like I'm able to just like go back to my roots and be myself again and just like post different random things that I'm obsessed with. Like I post like my book reviews and I post different trips I've been on, and like again, I'm so nostalgic. I love looking back and like watching back these videos. And I also like, everyone says, but I want to be able to show my kids these videos. Like one of my favorite things is seeing like photos and videos of like my parents and my grandparents and my uncles and my aunts when they were kids and like what it was like for them. And it just will be so fun that my kids will actually be able to see what I was like when I was in my 20s, when I was growing up, when I was becoming the person that they know as mom. My freaking video cut off, but basically I was just saying, like, I feel like I never like told people before that like I wanted to start a YouTube channel, just because I thought like people would think it was like weird or cringy, or just like they would just be like, why would you want to do that? But like if you really know me, you'd know like this like just makes so much sense. This is just something I'm so passionate about. So I hope that if you like made it to the end of this video, like please comment down below, like comment some fun emoji. I really like the nerd emoji, so like the emoji with like the glasses and like the teeth, like that's my favorite emoji. So comment that emoji if you made it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for being here. This is just the beginning of me documenting my life on YouTube, and I hope you guys enjoy it and you love it, and that it's as much fun for you as it is for me. I also have a whole like sticky note of ideas for YouTube videos that I want to create in the future. So if you have any videos that you want me to make or any suggestions that you would want to see, just like please put those in the comments and let me know like what you want to see from me, because I obviously am open to suggestions and want to create content for people that want to see it. So with that, thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe to my channel. That's all I have for you. Bye guys! My camera died, so I have a cheat sheet.